Hello, and welcome here to Watkins, Glen, New York. Here for the Inspired Racing League Inspired Cup Series. Season number 3, race number 10 here at Watkins Glen International. Looking like it's going to be another great night of racing here. These drivers getting those last few minutes left here in practice. Not much time remaining, about 8 minutes. Ooh, my logo did not load. Why is that? Check that real quick. See if I can reload SDK. Whoops, sorry guys. Trying to fix the logo not appearing tonight. Oh well, guess we're not going to get a logo tonight. Not sure why that's not there, but okay, let's go over our starting details here tonight. The Inspired Racing League Cup Series Season 3, Round 10. Gonna take on Watkins Glen International here. The Cup track, of course. 2.42 miles, 1,541 feet of elevation, 40-mile-an-hour pit speed road limit. A little bit overcast here tonight. 70 degrees air temperature with an 88-degree track temp right now. 5-mile-an-hour wind to the south-southwest as it drops to 3 and to the southwest. Weather a little bit changing up here. It's overcast, so we're going to be in for some weather changes possibly here tonight. Keep an eye on that. Fixed setups here with the Gen 6 Cup Series cars. 3 additional sets of tires, 0 fast repairs. So you got to keep that car on the racetrack here tonight. Of course, Greg Thielsen up in the booth for Pushed Edge Productions. Hope you guys all having a great night. Once again, here with the Cup Series, we are going to have a W Energy giveaway. So if you are able to correctly guess the final finisher in the 11th position tonight, you will win a W Energy giveaway pack we got for you. That pick will end on lap 30 out of tonight's scheduled 45 laps. So we're scheduled to go 45 tonight here at Watkins Glen. Of course, Greg Thielsen in the booth. Once again, Pushed Edge Productions. These drivers out here getting their last few laps in. Gonna go ahead. I'm gonna try something to get this logo up because that's gonna annoy me. Unfortunately, I don't know why that did not load, but we are gonna be right back. Well, we are back here at Watkins, Glen. Unfortunately, does not look like a good old reset fixed it. So, unfortunately, no logo up there on the tower for tonight. That's all right, Teresa. But I want to appreciate everybody stopping by. If you're here live with us, I see Teresa out in the chat. Scott, what's up, buddy? Happy stream stuff. I see... Yep, that's about it so far. I appreciate you guys here, though. Make sure you do get that vote for that W Energy giveaway here in the Cup Series out tonight. P number 11 by lap 30. We're going 40 tonight. About 2.5 minutes left in practice. A few of these drivers still out here getting some laps. Qualifying about to start here tonight. Got a good field of drivers. We see the 45 up on top of the practice board currently. Daniel Lehman in that 10 sitting second. Trent Jones, though, so fast this season. It's been phenomenal. Here in a Snickers Almond car this week with the Cup Series. Daniel Lehman in that Mountain Dew Baja Blast machine sitting second. We got Crispy Lou in that 19. He's sitting up in third right now. He's doing great here in practice so far. Colton Ward in that number 18. He's up in fourth. A little bit of blinking from the 17 there. Peyton Boyle in the number 3. That Budweiser number 3 up in 5th. Levi Ramsey in the 6th. He's now dealing with that blinking 17 of Josh Henderson. Elijah Fisher. That's a cool wrap. I love the chrome gold. He's up in 7th. Travis Farmer in the 13. Up in 8th. That Monster Energy number 13 been pretty strong this season as well. Clayton Davis in this 4. The Mobile 1 machine looking good too. That Mustang up in 10th. Who jumped up there? Aaron Stanton in the 27 jumping up to 6th. I saw somebody jump up there. The 98 Stephen Henning Jr. up in 11th. Cade Cannon, big incident here in practice, up in 12th. About 30 seconds remain. The 43 of Mike Hauser up in 13th. Maxwell Tigner up in 14th. Chris Lyota in this 69, sitting in 15th. That blinking 17 of Josh Henderson back in 16th. Hayden Williams, excuse me. He's up in 17th. Ty Stone in 18th. Jackson Hadaway, that Sprite machine, up in 19th. Rob Willite. Rounding out our top 20. Then we jump back to Cutter Christensen. That number 8 machine. I do believe we're going to have 2 number 8s tonight. Unfortunately, a little mix-up there in applications and accepting a number. But we got a driver for Push to Edge Sim Sports out here representing Push to Edge Productions as well. Why am I scored out there as well? Did I not spectate today? That's weird. I definitely hit spectator. Qualifying about to begin here in Watkins, Glen. Yeah, for that W Energy giveaway. Number 11th. There at the end of these 45 laps. I see Mad Performance Imaging out there with 11th place. Cade Cannon might be a good choice there. See Jason Williams out there in chat stopping by. Hello, sir. Appreciate you checking by, but we are going to check out some of these drivers making their qualifying laps here. Watching that 3 of Peyton Boyle there. And I was talking about it, that Push to Edge Sim Sports number 20 tonight. He's got the 8 on the side. Fortunately, little mix-up, but that Push the Edge Sim Sports, Push the Edge Productions, number 20 of Scooter Perfettio out there starting his qualifying run as well, making his debut here in the Cup Series with the Inspired Racing League. Super stoked to have him on board with us. The 98, Stephen Henning Jr., he's out there in that Sharpie Ford Mustang, a Cobra on the grill there. Not quite sure how he snuck a Cobra in here, but hey, it is what it is, I guess. Daniel Lehman out of turn number 12, I believe. There's 12 turns, right? I might be wrong. I can check. I believe it's 12, if I'm not mistaken. But let's go ahead and look at our championship top 5 is not qualified yet. That's not what I meant. Where is the standings? There it is. The Cup Series points coming into Watkins, Glen. Mike Hauser in that 43 Pristine Performance Racing machine out in front, leading Cup here. 85 back, Peyton Boyle in that number 3 Global Motorsports machine, looking to move himself forward as well. Elijah Fisher, that number 16 Mad Falcon Motorsports, he's up in third there in the points. Only 104 points back. T. Hauser with 2 wins this season. The only driver to get multiple wins so far. Travis Farmer, that number 13. That's a Mad Falcon Motorsports hot rod. He's back in 4th as well. He's 117 back. And Josh Henderson, the Pristine Performance Racing number 17, sitting there in 5th. Daniel Lehman, Cole Cannon, Ty Mosley, Jeff Story, and Jeffrey Peppers, your top 10. Clayton Davis, Ty Stone, Stephen Henning Jr., Justin Greenlee, Bobby Holloman, Thomas Hernandez, Ben Carter, Joe White, Sean Hamilton, and Jordan Herring, your top 20 in points, heading into Watkins Glen here in the Cup Series with the Inspired Racing League. But qualifying times beginning to make their way up on the board. See Trent Jones in that 45 jumping up to that top spot. The 43 of Mike Hauser jumping up to 2nd. Daniel Lehman in the 10, sitting in 3rd provisionally. Of course, we're not quite done yet here. Still got another minute. Crispy Lou in that 19, up in 4th. What a good starting spot for him. Peyton Boyle in that 3. Levi Ramsey, Elijah Fisher, Travis Farmer, Cade Cannon, Colton Ward was your top 10. Somebody just hopped up there. Back in 11th, Colton Ward. He's still out making some laps. Chris Lyotta in that 69 machine back in 15th. Coming to a stop. Jeff Peppers in that 21 back in 19th. He's come to a stop now. Looks like no more drivers out on track. Qualifying coming to a close. We are about to get this thing fired up here in Wine Country, Watkins Glen. Come on. Let me get somebody out there. There we go. Let's go ahead and do our starting lineup here at Watkins Glen. Trent Jones, Colton Ward, starting out on the front row, that 45. Been so dominant this season, one to watch. Mike Hauser, Daniel Lehman, rolling off row number 2. Crispy Lou and Stephen Henning Jr. rolling off row number 3. Peyton Boyle, Levi Ramsey, row number 4. Got Elijah Fisher and Travis Farmer rounding out our top 10. Row number 5. Cade Cannon, Jackson Hadaway. Row number 6. That's Sprite Machine and Mountain Dew. Some battle of the drinks. Clayton Davis, Maxwell Tigner. Row number 7. Chris Lyota, Hayden Williams. Row number 8. Josh Henderson and Ty Stone going to be sharing row number 9. Jeff Peppers, Rob Willett, they're in row number 10, rounding out our top 20. Joe White and Scooter Perfettio, row number 11. Seth Pitts and Aaron Stanton, row number 12. William Carter and myself not racing tonight. I don't know why it's got me up there, but hey, okay. Bobby Holloman, Cutter Christensen, row number 14. Rounding out the field tonight. The field about to get rolling here shortly. The Cup Series about to fire off in wiring country. Watkins, Glen, about to turn it up here. We're going to be right back there. We're going to jump to side-by-side ads when we return the green flag here at Watkins, Glen. Back here at Watkins, Glen, the field pacing under yellow, the green flag about to fly. We got 45 exciting laps around Watkins, Glen, through the S's, the kink right here. A lot of great racing, hairpin, whatever you want to call it. Does it say in the opener? I'm curious. No, it does not. But this 2.42 mile racetrack here at Watkins Glen, a great look there at the layout. As we get ready to take this thing green flag here. Once again, thank you for stopping by. Greg Thielsen up in the booth, Push the Edge Productions, bringing you all of the Inspired Racing League from the Cup Series on Monday, Platinum Trucks on Wednesday, and the Thunder Series on Saturday. Got all the action live here on the Inspired iRacing League YouTube channel. Hope you guys having a great Monday. We are about to fire off here very shortly. I think we got one more lap under pacing, if I'm not mistaken. Those lights still out on that Porsche pace car. Of course, a little Porsche pace car out here at Watkins Glen. We're fancy out here at Wine Country. No sedan or truck this week, I'll tell you what. Want to say hello, Menards Bros out in chat. Hello, hello. Thank you for stopping by. I see 2 Flesh TTV out in chat stopping by. Macy Broad. Axel, thank you for stopping by. Let's go, Scooter. Appreciate you guys stopping by here with us, the Inspired Racing League Cup Series at Watkins Glen. It's going to be an amazing race here tonight. Caitlin, thank you for being out in chat. I appreciate you, baby. But you see those lights out on the pace car. We are about to go green flag. These Inspired Cup Series drivers are locked in. They're ready to get going here. A full field of drivers Got 26 out here tonight. So a lot of drivers, a lot of turns. Some of these drivers not used to the road courses. Some maybe the first trip here with this combination of car and track. I heard a few drivers talking about they bought this car just for tonight. So interested to see what tonight unfolds. But we are about to go green flag. Trent Jones in that 45 leading us out in front. Colton Ward in that 18 to his outside. We are coming down the long straight, one left and one more right. And we are going to fire these things off. Want to give a big thank you to Inspired Marketing LLC. Thank you for everything that you do for the Inspired Racing League. W Energy, thank you guys. I appreciate it. And Mad Performance Paints coming aboard this week. If you need any liveries or wraps in iRacing, go check out Mad Performance Paints. But coming off the final turn, that pace car diving down into pit lane. Trent Jones gonna lead us to green flag. And we are green flag here at Watkins, Glen. The Cup Series underway for 45 laps around the New York Watkins Glen home. A little bit of bumping, shoving out front early. They're fanning out back here in the top 10. Most of the drivers making through turn one cleanly. A lot of shuffling for position up there. Trent Jones in that 45, able to capitalize on that pole position. Get out in front of the field. Now it's all about conserving what you got, setting a lap time faster than that driver ahead of you, but not too much, not overstepping your boundaries. Making sure you take care of that car. There's no fast repairs here in the Inspired Racing League. See the field making their way off the last turn. Lap number one complete. Trent Jones coming away. Your leader still. What a great job by him. Out front, been dominant this season as well. Not leading the points here though. That is that 43 of Hauser. Boyle, Fisher, Farmer, and Henderson, your top five in the championship. Hauser up in the top five in third. Boyle just outside of the top five in sixth. Fisher back in eighth. Farmer in seventh. And Henderson back in 17th right now. So most of these drivers fighting for the championship. Doing pretty well here so far. That first driver in the championship hunt up there in third, battling with the 10, up in fourth. Battling with the 10, who's trying to put him back to fifth, and he does. The 3 of Peyton Boyle back in sixth now fighting, trying to get up into that top 5 spot. Down that long front straightaway, down into turn number 1. Boyle able to secure that top 5 right there. Battling side by side, Hauser not giving up quite yet. Not able to get it done, but that was quite the battle trying to hold him off there. Your top 3 though, Trent Jones, Colton Ward, Crispy Lou, making their way through the hairpin here. Getting a little bit of air. Ward almost sideways in that 18 machine. That was interesting. See the field making their way through. What a great job by most of these drivers. Let's take a look. I see Levi Ramsey in the 6, taking a trip off track See what happens here for the 6. Little bit of drifting there through the grass. It looks like he came away no harm, no foul there. Let's take a look. Scooter Perfettio there in the labeled as the number 8. That pushed that Sim Sports car. Oh no. Contact there with the wall. Little brake lockup there. Unfortunate for him as well. Lap number 4. Those drivers definitely starting to put down those laps. They are out there racing hard tonight. Out front, Trent Jones still leading Ward, Crispy Lou, Daniel Lehman, and Peyton Boyle. Your top 5, but a yellow flag. Yellow flag has come out. Oh no, our first yellow flag here. See if I can find it. I think, yes, this is gonna be the incident. We're gonna have to back it up and see what happens here. Jackson Hadaway, Cade Cannon in the 9. Looks like Travis Farmer in the 13 also involved. Take a look back at this. Play it full speed here. The 7 hard in the brakes. Takes a bump. The 13 gets involved. And then the 9. As they come back on track, that 7, Jackson Hadaway, wow. Take another view at that. See what this view of it would be. I'm really curious. Let's watch from here. Oh, so unfortunate there for the 9. Nobody else involved. I don't think much damage there. So very, very lucky. I do believe. Let's go ahead, look at that championship standings while we got a moment. Mike Hauser out in front, leading the Cup Series points. Peyton Boyle, Elijah Fisher, Travis Farmer, Josh Henderson, your top 5. Daniel Lehman, Cade Cannon, Ty Mosley, Jess Story, Jeffrey Peppers, Clayton Davis, Ty Stone, Stephen Henning Jr., Justin Greenlee, Bobby Holloman, Thomas Hernandez, Ben Karner, Joe White, Sean Hamilton, and Jordan Herring. Your top 20 in points here in the Inspired Cup Series. Take a look at some of those stats, just how many points behind your favorite driver is from that championship leader there in the 43 of Mike Hauser, who's got 2 wins this season, 8 top 5, so he's been doing great. Getting those bonus points as well, 11 there, 9 starts for almost the full top 7, and then drivers scattering their starts beyond that. But a great way, a great new insight we got here at Push Stats Productions. Love that I can bring you the championship points now. Give you a little better insight, hear what's going on. But while we got a moment, let's go ahead and jump to side-by-side ads. We will be right back with some green flag action around Watkins Glen. Back at Watkins, Glen, looking just at the hairpin there. A little bit of action just unfolded there. Cade Cannon and that 13, Travis Farmer getting into it. Travis Farmer 4th in points right now. So that is definitely not what he wanted to see. We're taking a look there where that championship top 5 currently sits. Hauser up in 6th, Boyle in 5th. Fisher back to 20th, Farmer back to 25th after that spill with Cannon, and Henderson back in 19th. Hope you guys having a great Monday night here tonight. The Inspired Cup Series. We got a W Energy giveaway here. Make sure you get in the chat and pick who you think is gonna be the final finisher in the 11th position at the conclusion of tonight's race. And if you pick correctly, you will win your W Energy prize pack. And you got until lap 30 to get that pick in. Taking a look here at our race recap, we have made it to lap 7. So you got 23 more laps to make your pick. Remember, 11th position tonight. First caution flag here. Colton Ward out in front, leading the way right now. It's gonna be a fun night of racing. Wine Country, Watkins, Glen, New York. Here with Greg Thielsen, Push the Edge Productions. Want to give a big thank you to Inspired Marketing, LLC, everything that they do for the Inspired Racing League. Big shout out W Energy, as well as Mad Performance Paints. Thank you guys for everything that you do for the Inspired Racing League here in the Inspired Cup Series. But out in front, Trent Jones in that 45, the 18 of Colton Ward, going to lead us back to green. Crispy Lou, Daniel Lehman, Peyton Boyle, your top 5. When we go back green, we're going racing after this long straightaway. Get off to that final turn, and we are going back green flag. Once again, got until lap number 30 here tonight to make your pick. So definitely gonna want to get your picks in there tonight. What a stacked race here. We got quite a lot of drivers out here, but we are entering that final turn. The pace car about to dive in. That 45 gonna lead us here to green flag one more time. The field stacked up, racked up, ready to go. And we are back. Green flag here at Watkins Glen. Side by side down into turn number 1. A little bit of brake lockup. Crispy Lou in the 19 down there on the inside. The field fans out 4, almost 5 wide. Back here fighting for about 10th. Little bit of contact. I see that 69 putting that bumper to the 26 there. Not a good outcome of the corner there for him. See him stacking up down here into the hairpin. Something big. Oh no, the 15 around. The 6 as well. The 1 collected in that one. I knew something was coming there. Caution flag. Number 2 is out here at Watkins Glen. Let's take a look back at that. I want to take another look. See if we can get a different angle here at that. Oh no. Let's take a look back. I want to rewind that one more time from that angle. Hard on the brakes. It looks like the 6 might have spun that 15 and then hard in the wall. Rob Willite coming back off the wall, back into the 6 of Levi Ramsey. I want to take One more look at that. Let's take a look back here. Oh, man, that one of Hayden Williams also heavily involved. The 16 Elijah Fisher coming around. Try to get one more look. I'm going to ride on the nose here with the 15. Try to see. Coming down here, and yeah, just a little bit of help for sure. Oh. Now, let's ride on board with the 6. One more look here from the nose of the 6. Yeah, I'm going to say that's fortunately all on Levi Ramsey. Hard on the brakes. That 15 just slowed down faster than what he was ready for. And caution flag number 2 here. Cautions, breeding cautions. Didn't think I'd say that here at Watkins Glen, but of course the field stacking back up. What do you really expect? Action packed here. Wow. They are sure using the bumper out here tonight. They're close racing. What happens in New York stays in New York? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. This ain't Vegas. Sorry, I was thinking about something else. No. Hope you guys having a good Monday. The field gonna get spread back out here. Long green flag run this next run. I can only hope. Driver's been doing a pretty good job. Looking back at the field from the bumper cam of that 45, that 19 Crispy Lou, up to second after that scuffle up front. Looks like he got past that 18 of Colton Ward. Possibly not. I don't know. White still on the pace car. Looks like we're going to go a whole nother lap and then double file back up. So while we're pacing here, let's go ahead, jump side by side. We will be right back. Back at the good old Watkins Glen International Speedway. Caution flag number 2 has come out. The field back under pace laps. Take a look at that race recap. 10 laps completed. You got 20 laps left to get that W Energy vote in. Trent Jones still out in front, our pole sitter here. Second caution flag. Cautions, breeding a little bit of cautions here early. Go ahead, I want to remind you that W Energy giveaway. Make sure you get your pick for who finishes out there in 11th tonight. Get that pick in by lap number 30. Just type it into the chat. And you have a shot to win a W Energy giveaway pack. Big shout out Inspired Marketing LLC, W Energy, and Mad Performance Paints for everything that they do for the Inspired Racing League. We are going back double file. We are about to kick it back off. Green flag about to wave one more time here. Take a look at that weather while we got a chance. 70 degrees out there, 82 degree on the track temp. I think it started at 70 and 88. So it raised a little bit on the air temp, but came down on the track temp. That is good for those drivers. Again, no fast repairs, so if you're involved in that incident, that crew's got to get to work. 3 sets of additional tires you got out there, though. Again, we're running the Gen 6 NASCAR Cup Series cars. 100% fuel limit, so they should be able to make it the whole way with one stop, I assume. Don't have the 100% on that, but I'm going to say I think one stop will get you there tonight. We see that Push the Edge Sim Sports number 8 there in the back of the field. Scooter Perfetio, not the number 8 on the board. He is marked as the number 20. But we already made the paint. He got that number. Accidentally wasn't supposed to get it. It was already taken, but things happen, so we'll get him transferred over here coming soon. But our new driver, Scooter Perfetio, over there in the 20 Push Head Sim Sports hot rod, keeping it on the gray stuff. Love to see it. He's taking his time back there. That's what I told him. Take your time, buddy. Let the race come to you. As long as you stay on the racetrack and try to minimize mistakes, you're going to do well here tonight. But making our way to that final turn here tonight, Trent Jones, Crispy Lou in that 19. 45 there on the inside. Trent Jones leading us off to the green flag. Colton Ward, Daniel Lehman, Payne Boyle, your top 5. We are going back green here at Watkins, Glen. And the flag out. Green flag back in the air. We are racing in wine country. Out to the outside with the aggressive block. Trent Jones there in the 45. What a move. The field fanning back out there into turn number 1. Still side by side back here. See that 43 Mike Hauser working past that 4 of Clayton Davis. Looks like that 20 up to 20th. Scooter Perfetio in that Push the Edge Sim Sports machine, making his way up there. Side by side here, Bobby Holloman. Almost side by side with that 13 of Travis Farmer. As we make our way through the Long Pond stretch. I believe is what it's called, this back straightaway. Elijah Fisher there in the 16. Able to work his way around that 69 of Chris Lyotta. That is one cool looking hot rod there, Elijah. I love a black and gold, black, gold, and white. Gold and white really, really pops. But that gold and black definitely looking good there on the 16. I love the chrome wraps. Becoming more and more of a fan of it. You see that 69 got some chrome on him there as well. 2 of these chrome wraps. Love it. Gotta love it. As we see the real number 8 there as well. I'm not even sure he's numbered the right number. Whoever that was in that 8. Oh no! Little loose off the nose of Hauser. Oh no, that was off the nose of Lyotta, I believe. No, it wasn't. Ramsey. Boy, oh boy, the racing back here is getting feisty. 13 laps. Coming down to 15 to go to get your picks in. Lap 30 to get your W Energy picks in for tonight. We're watching Joe White battle there with Cade Cannon in the 9 on the outside. Off the rumble strip. Trying to carry all that momentum in the 9, just not able to do it. Joe White in the 42 making that spot. Oh no, the 9 sideways. Down the long front straightaway. Got some damage from that earlier incident. See that car a little bit beat up on that left side. Oh, the 12 sideways. That's Ty Stone. What a save in the back of our screen there. Battling here with Jackson Hadaway in the 7 right now. Jump back out front. Trent Jones Still leading this thing right now. He's led every single lap out front. 14 of the 14 laps here so far. Doing an amazing job, I'll tell you what. Started on top, still out in front. Your top two still where they started. Colton Ward started on that outside front row. He is also sitting up there in second. Daniel Lehman, he started back in third. He's up a spot. He's up to third from fourth. And then Crispy Lou up to fourth from the fifth starting position. And Peyton Boyle up two. He started back in seventh. He's rounding out our top five right now. Taking a look a little bit farther back. Mike Hauser, and he is our points leader in the Cup Series coming here into Watkins Glen. So he's currently first in the points right now. Back in sixth right now. Boyle just ahead of him on the racetrack. Both kind of up there in the top five in the points. We got Clayton Davis in the four. Back here in seventh. He's battling a little bit with Peppers in the 21. Looked like he was trying to make a run happen, but unable to get it done. Elijah Fisher down to the inside of the 98 with a big wiggle there on the outside. Stephen Henning Jr. losing quite a few spots there from that mistake, unfortunately. Chris Lyotta up in that 69. He's back in 11th. Back up in 9th. We missed that with that big moment there. The 26, Maxwell Tigner in that Lowe's machine. 30 laps to go. We got 30 laps to go out on the field. We have made it to lap number 16. Get those votes in. Only 14 laps remain to pick who you think's going to finish 11th here tonight. Got to lap number 30 for your chance to win some W Energy in the W Energy giveaway. Make sure, hop out in chat, type in the driver's number, his name, whatever you got to put in there. But who you think is going to finish in 11th. Appreciate everybody stopping by. If you're here live with us, checking us out on the recorded video, drivers, fans, I appreciate you so much. Thank you for being here, stopping by, watching some exciting racing. We're watching Elijah Fisher trying to battle with this 26 of Maxwell Tigner right now. Not able to get it done there on the front stretch. Let's take a look. I see a crash there on my incidents. Let's take a look here at this one. Taking a look, Levi Ramsey in the 6. Ooh, a big moment. Oh, and he does come around. The 8 able to avoid him, able to get that car back turned around and going. Great job joining back safely as well. Ty Stone looks like he had a moment off the track in the 12. Take a look back at this one. Through the grass. I think thought we needed some landscaping. That's all right. I see Teresa Fisher, Chris Lyotta for 11th. That number is 69 machine. Taking a look here. Was this another one, or is this the same one? I'm not sure. This looks to be the same one. Nope, that is the same incident. See if I can find anything else. It looks like the 48 of Bobby Holloman having an incident here. See if we can't take a look at this one. Trying to keep you up to date with what's going on out there on the racetrack. Because obviously a big racetrack, 2.5 miles almost. We can't keep track of everything. Oh no. Locking it down, able to get it stopped before making contact with that inside wall. Wow, that 48 getting really lucky there. Also, see William Carter having an incident out here. That looked like on the start there on that third restart. He got into it with Cade Cannon and Levi Ramsey. A little bit of bumper tag through the grass and the curb he goes. No contact there for him in that old school Mountain Dew looking 83. Wow. But now we are caught back up all the incidents that we missed, that we couldn't catch. Trent Jones still out in front in that 45 machine doing what he does best, leading laps. He has built a 2-second gap back to this number 18 in Colton Ward. Just an incredible drive by him right now. Let's take a look, though. Look at our biggest movers. The obvious, of course, right now, being Jeff Peppers starting back in 19th, all the way up to 8th right now. Started back in the 19th, up 11 positions in this 21, up to 8th. Peppers doing an amazing job here. Taking a little farther of a look, Maxwell Tigner in that 26. He's up 5 spots, up in 9th, started back in 14th. Looking like he might lose a spot. That battle with Elijah Fisher still brewing. We looked back at this a few laps ago. Able to complete the pass, going down into 1 there. Well, he's back to 10th, up 4 now. Jumping a little ahead, the 4 of Clayton Davis. He's up 6 positions, started in 13th. Up to the 7th spot. He's also having a pretty good night. Joe White up 4 spots in that 42 machine. He started back in 21st, up to 17th. And then it looks like the new biggest mover up 12, Cutter Christensen, started back in 28th. He's up to 16th in that 8. Having a good night there in that 8 machine. 2 number 8s, but this is the proper number 8. Of course, going to have to get scooters fixed, but Scooter Perfettio in that number 20 there tonight. That pushed ahead Sim Sports hot rod. Your other driver scored as number 8 on the car, but little miscue for tonight, but that's okay. But let's look at unfortunate circumstances. We'll look at that 6 car right now. Down 14 spots, started up in 8th, back down to 22nd. Hate to do it, but currently our biggest loser. And I'm not saying he is a loser by saying that. Just the losing the most positions on track. Just clarifying that. Being super, because Levi, definitely not a loser. That man can drive that number 6, and I've seen it firsthand. Getting on 2 wheels there into turn number, not sure. But definitely able to wheel that number 6 machine, but unfortunately down the most positions currently. We'll take a look there. Ty Stone in the 12, down on pit lane. He's down 8 spots. Fortunately, he's down quite a few as well. It looks like that number 20 down on pit road getting some work done. The field making their way by. First cars going a lap down there. Few cars down there on pit road as well. Not just one. There's a few who made some pit stops here this time by. We see, I'm not sure, is that? Who is that? Oh, come on, give me a view. Nope, not gonna give me a view. There we go. That 44 driving around with absolutely no nose. That's Seth's pits. Doing everything he can to keep this thing in it. I love the determination, the grit, getting it through this thing. Definitely a shout out to you, number 44, Seth Pitts. Thank you for coming out tonight. Big shout out there, buddy. Jumping back out front, though, Trent Jones still leading the way. Currently up in the first position. Let's go ahead and show our race recap. We're a little of a green flag now. 7 laps to get your W Energy pick in. We have made it to lap number 23. Trent Jones out in front. 2 caution flags early. Had a few more incidents, but no more cautions. 23 laps to go. The field starting to make their way through. Oh no, I see another incident here. I don't know if it's going to turn into a caution. Let's take a look. Bobby Holloman, that 48, once again, something not going right here for him. Let's take a look here. Through the hairpin, through the grass. Coming to a stop. Like he got it stopped. No damage and no other cars involved. Great to see that. Oh, no, Scooter having some issues there in the 20. Let's take a look at that one. The Push Dead Sim Sports Hot Rod having some issues here. Coming through the hairpin a little bit loose. Oh, no. Starts coming around. Oh, the 69 and the 9. Making some contact. Finding himself over there in the parking lot there. Trent Jones, that 45 out in front right now. Showing this field how it's done around Watkins, Glen. 22 laps remaining. And not many to get those votes in for your W Energy giveaway here tonight. Make sure that you pick out in chat. Get your driver vote in for who you think's going to finish 11th at the conclusion of tonight's race. Get that vote out in chat and make sure you are entered for your chance to win some W Energy giveaway pack. Got to lap 30 to do it. We're almost there. Probably about 5 laps to go. Let's take a look. Yep, 5 laps to go. We're lap 25. So get those votes in. Get the votes in. Let's take a look at who is sitting around there. Let's jump back to 8th. The 26 of Maxwell Tigner. He's sitting back in 8th right now. Cade Cannon in that 9. Back in the 9th spot. He is currently battling there with that 10th position. Chris Lyota in the 69. And this is your battle for that W Energy giveaway. Chris Lyota currently up in 10th right now. Get the vote in. Get the vote in. 20 to go here at Watkins Glen. What a job by these drivers here tonight. Taking a look. We see Peyton Boyle had an issue while we were away. The number 3. Take a look at this one. Through the grass. For him there through the hairpin. Able to recover quite well for him. No damage. Pull back out on the racetrack. Chris Lyota here. Finding himself going off track as well. He battles with that 9 of Cade Cannon. They both go through that grass. Wow. Got Joe White here in the 42 finding himself making a way through the grass possibly as well. Locking that right front up through the infield grass, or the inside grass, I should say. But it looks like we got a change for position. Daniel Lehman able to work around Colton Ward. Colton dropping back to the 5th spot. Trent Jones still out in front in that 45, though. Crispy Lou still sitting there in 3rd in that 19. Mike Hauser back in 4th. Peyton Boyle back in 5th. Nineteen laps to go. Things are coming down. Let's go ahead and take a look here at this. Our closest battle here on the racetrack right now. And that is the battle between Cade Cannon and Maxwell Tigner. This 26 right now and the 9. They're duking it out side by side. That is a battle within tenths right now. Looking at the last few laps, it looks like Maxwell not quite as fast. So Cade Cannon pulling away, gets that pass done there. Able to make the pass. And that is a pass. Currently for the lead, those lead drivers made some pit stops. Trent Jones making his way out of pit lane. Looks like Mike Hauser, the 43, also coming down pit lane. The 3 of Peyton Boyle. Cutter Christensen also down pit lane as well. See the 20, a Scooter down there. Looks like he's got a little bit of damage to that number 20 machine. Hayden Williams in the 1 down on pit road. Seth Pitts as well. But we got some green flag pit stops right now. Changing things up a bit. Cade Cannon taking over your race lead right now. While the leaders making their green flag pit stops. Really curious to see what's going to happen. That shakes it up quite a bit. 18 laps to go. 17 as we come across the line. Right now, that number 9 leading the way out in front. Looking back, just about 1.5 seconds back. We have that number 69. That's Chris Lyotta there. Started back in 15th. Made a charge up front. But the driver we're going to have to watch out for, that 45, Trent Jones, been out in front all day. So that's definitely going to be something we're going to have to watch out for. Looking at that, the 69 and Chris Lyotta, he's made up 2.5 seconds and a second, and then a half second the last 3 laps. Of course, pitted the lap before that. So he's making up some time, gaining about 1.5 seconds per lap. Gonna catch him in about 3 laps. If that graphic is correct, they keep up the pace they're currently keeping. Hope you guys like the new head-to-head display here. A great look at that battle. We're going to look here from Lyotta's standpoint. Gaining still about 1.2 seconds a lap, so he is closing that gap, and that gap has almost closed down to 1.3 seconds. So this next lap, he's going to be right on that back bumper of the 69, I would presume. Oh no, the 9 sideways. They're out in front, your race leader right now. He is also going to get swallowed up by that 45. He's got to be careful. Taking a look though, that 45 almost to that back bumper of the 69, dives to the inside. Just not close enough to make that pass right there is Trent Jones. Led so many laps. Oh, contact. Lyota over the curb. The 18 of Ward makes a move to the bottom. Sideways. This has gotten interesting. Down the front straightaway. The 45 down on the bottom. Holding his position. Ward looking to capitalize around the 69 as well. Down there on the inside. He moves himself up to third. Trent Jones up to second. Now the number 9 is in his sights. Cade Cannon out in front. He has led his laps, but I don't know. Led 3 laps out front. But I'm not quite sure how long that is going to last. Because Trent Jones behind him, he is catching 1.5 seconds a lap, and he's half a second back. 15 laps remaining. Taking a look. We have reached lap number 31, that W Energy giveaway. It has come to a close. Picks are in. Picks are in. If you have not get that pick in right now, your last shot here for your W Energy pick. A long green flag run here. 32 laps complete. Trent Jones on the inside, your new race leader, able to capture that race lead back from Cade Cannon in that 9 there. And looky there, looky there. Colton Ward not too far behind, bringing the fight to that 45. Right on the backside of that 9 right now. Looking to the inside as he gets the pass complete. Wow. So now we're going to take a look. Can this number 18 catch that number 9 out in front? Whoops. Excuse me. Can this 18 catch the number 9 out in front? Gaining about 2.5 tenths a second. About 5 laps to catch him. I don't know. We're going to see. Will those tires pay off? He last pit 5 laps ago. And Trent Jones pit in 4 laps ago. I don't know. Both taking 2 tires. Not sure the accuracy of that, but taking a look out in front of the nose. Chasing down that 45. Riding on board with that Colton Ward 18 machine. Currently sitting up in second right now. Let's go ahead. We haven't done it yet today. Let's go ahead and crank it up. Listen to the sights and the sounds here of the Inspired Racing League and the Inspired Cup Series. Let's go ahead and crank it up. Oh no, Trent Jones off the racetrack. They're in the lead. Go ahead, crank it back down. Oh no, Colton Ward, a big mistake there as well. Couldn't capitalize. Don't know if you guys missed that, but that was a huge mistake for that 45 out in front. Colton Ward almost up to his back bumper now. Let's take a look at that graphic one more time. He's catching him. No, he's losing time. Last lap, he lost some time. Even with that mistake. Don't know. 11 laps to go. Can Colton Ward in this 18 catch back up to our race leader in that 45, Trent Jones? Had a few laps that were better, but overall not gaining. It looks like that deficit is starting to grow as well. That gap back to a second and growing. Some lap traffic coming into play as well here. Makes his way there around the lap traffic cleanly. That 45 of Trent Jones still out in front. Now, he has led 31 laps here tonight. What a great night for that 45. He shows that he can not only oval race, this man is a road racer as well. Last week's winner, that 9, Cade Cannon, there in Indianapolis. If you guys forgot, jog your memory a little bit. Last week, Indianapolis here with the Cup Series. Cade Cannon, that 9 coming home out on top. Looking forward to next week here with the Cup Series. Heading to Michigan. So we're going back oval racing. And we are going back high speed oval racing at that. So Michigan, loud pedal, going to be down to the floor. Looking forward to that one for sure. Watching the battle for the race lead, Trent Jones and that Snickers number 45 out in front. We're watching Colton Ward, that number 18, if he can catch up and make a move here coming to the end. 9 to go when we cross the stripe here. Looks like he got a pretty good run there out of the final corner. Can he make up some ground here with the draft on the front straightaway? What a great shot at these cars battling it out in front. That Snickers Almond number 45, Trent Jones, though, so dominant tonight. I'll tell you what. So let's take a look. He did a 1:12.683 on his last lap. So let's look at Colton Ward. Did a 1:11.8. So he's there on time. Colton just got to make a move and make it stick. But looking at lap time solely, that is definitely looking good for the 18 right now. As we come to 8 to go. Down this front straightaway. Big moment for Colton Ward. A big wiggle. Wow. Definitely not going to get the run down the front straightaway. Daniel Lehman sitting back here in third right now. Doing a good job. Started back in fourth. Up a position. Holding up in that top 5. Luis Descartes. Crispy Lou in the 19. He's still holding that fourth position. And Clayton Davis up 8 spots, starting back in 13th. He's currently holding that top 5 position up in 5th after some early incidents. Good to see the 4 making his way back through the field. Jackson Hadaway hot on his tail. That number 7. Looks like that Sprite sponsored machine this week. He also involved in an early incident. He's back up to 6. Good to see for him as well. He's up 6 spots. Taking one more jump back, Elijah Fisher, the number 16. He's back in 7th, started back in 9th. Moving up here in the 16 machine. That Ford Mustang, again, looking so good. That chrome gold just absolutely popping there tonight. I'm going to tell you what. That is one sweet looking hot rod. Seven laps to go. Hayden Boyle just behind him. That number 3 Budweiser machine. Started back in 7th. Losing a spot back to 8th. Cancer sucks on his visor. Definitely. Cancer definitely does suck. Fortunate there for Peyton. I'm sorry, buddy. Sending all my condolences. Oh, a big... That was me. I am having a big spike there in iRacing. Hopefully I don't lose it. Still looks like I'm streaming okay. There we go. Sorry about that. Well. Alright, we are going to be right back. So sorry, folks. We will be right back. There was about 6 laps to go. Fortunately, iRacing dropped out for me, but we are loading back in. Looks like we are back here. Caution flag out. Oh, no. Let's take a look. I am back. Not sure. Oh, big incident. I'm not sure what is going on. My iRacing not cooperating right now at all. Come on. There we go. Alrighty. We are back here with some iRacing. Sorry about that, folks. Not quite sure what happened, but caution flag coming out. Not sure if I can take a look at the caution. Not gonna work for me. No, it is not gonna work for me. That's all right. Just jump back live. So sorry about that, folks. Let's look here. Lap 42 of the 45. Not gonna have the data for that caution flag here, unfortunately. So sorry about it. But back under yellow here at Watkins, Glen. almost here to the end of the race. What you guys got coming home? This is going to shake things up. Let's take a look through our top 10 real quick before we get back going. Trent Jones, Colton Ward, Daniel Lehman, Crispy Lewis Descartes, Clayton Davis, Jackson Hadaway, Elijah Fisher, Peyton Boyle, Mike Hauser, and Levi Ramsey, your top 10. Go ahead, scroll through one more again. Jeff Peppers, Stephen Henning Jr., Josh Henderson, Cade Cannon, Travis Farmer, Chris Lyota, Maxwell Tigner, Joe White, Carter Christensen, William Carter, your top 20. And then rounding out our field tonight, Rob Willite, Bobby Holloman, Ty Stone, Scooter Perfettio, Hayden Williams, Seth Pitts, Aaron Stanton, rounding out the field here tonight. Light's still out on the pace car, so we're going to go around at least one more time. It looks like we might get that green-white checkered here coming to the end. So we're at lap 43 already, 44 next time by. I do believe we are going green-white checkered. But we are about to get back racing here. Inspired Racing League wants to give a big thank you. Inspired Marketing LLC, W Energy, and Mad Performance Paints. Big shout out to everything that you guys do. Oh, Ward with a huge mistake. Okay, Ward made a mistake. Fortunately, I was unable to see that one. Don't have the replay data to go back to it. But we are back and we are live here to the end. The checkered flag gonna be coming out green, white, checkered here at Watkins, Glen, Wine Country. We are going side by side. When we return, we will have some green flag and checkered flag action here at Watkins, Glen International. Stick around. We will be right back. Back here at Watkins, Glen. Third caution out for the night. What's up, Axel? I appreciate it. Unfortunately, Scooter had some incidents, so back in the back of the field. Good debut, though. Wesley, what's up, buddy? I appreciate you stopping by. Teresa's still out there. Scott out there. I appreciate everything that you do know, so I appreciate the insight when I can get it. Jason Williams, once again. YC Seth out there. Hey, hey. Jagger Glover, what's up, buddy? Cody Jacobs was out there as well. That one Menard fan stopping by, the mad one. Hoffbeck Motorsports stopped by as well. Happy Stuff Stream, Menard Bros. Toothless TTV, Macy Broad. Thank you all stopping by. I appreciate it so much. But we are about to go back green flag here at the Inspired Racing League Cup Series here at Watkins, Glen. We are here in season number 3, race number 10 of the season. Taking a look, it looks like Elijah Fisher scored in third. Daniel Lehman out on that outside front row, but Trent Jones, the story of the night out front. So much here tonight. Looks like it didn't load the 10's paint as well. Let's go ahead, reload these paints real quick. Sorry, some of the paints might disappear here momentarily. Apologize if that happens. Trying to get those paints correctly loaded back up. Now that we loaded back in. Gonna change it back up a little bit, but we are going back green flag here. Green, white checkered here at Watkins Glen. The Inspired Cup Series coming to the green flag. We are back green flag racing here once again. Green flag is out the field, making their way around. Oh no, Havoc, the 9. Cade Cannon here involved. 19, Crispy Lou coming around there in turn number 1. Oh no, we are still green flag though. Trent Jones out in front, Daniel Lehman, Elijah Fisher. They are battling back here. The 4, Clayton Davis, almost sideways back there. Coming out of the S's into the hairpin. Oh no, the 42 hard off into the wall. Wow, oh wow, what is happening here? Taking a look, where are these close battles? They're up front. That's the battle for second right now. Daniel Lehman sitting second. Elijah Fisher making the move down there on the bottom. Mike Hauser not far behind as well. The white flag out here at Watkins Glen. One more lap to go around Watkins Glen here. Sitting in second, Daniel Lehman. The battle for third now. Elijah Fisher and Mike Hauser. That's the battle for the podium. What a race coming down to the last lap. Trent Jones leading the way here. Drivers absolutely using every last inch of that racetrack right now. This is the final lap. It is go time. The 3, Peyton Boyle around in the hairpin. Heavy left front damage to his car. Into the final turn, Trent Jones coming out on top once again. Trent Jones here at Watkins Glen brings it home victorious. Sitting in second, Daniel Lehman in that 10 machine. Elijah Fisher finishing it out in third. Not wasting any time celebrating. Already doing some burnouts. Trent Jones, the number 45, your winner here tonight. What a race. Wow. I am absolutely... That was a great last lap between Elijah, Mike Hauser, and Lehman there. That was exciting. Battling for the top 5. 45 still celebrating over there. So stoked that he won here at Watkins Glen. Now he gets to have some wine in celebration here at Wine Country. What a night, what a night for that number 45. Led so many laps out here tonight. Definitely the field favorite. What a great job by that number 45 once again. Wow. Celebrating with a victory lap here. Little bit of drifting, it looks like. Maybe he's trying. Oh, there we go. There's the drifting I was waiting for. Nice. Sideways all the way through the carousel. Out wide, tap the wall. Again. Little off course, but that's okay. It looked cool. That 45, Trent Jones coming to a stop there. We're going to go ahead, move over to commercials, find him over in victory lane. When we return, we will have some interviews with our podium. Trent Jones, Daniel Lehman, Elijah Fisher. What a night here by these drivers. I'll tell you what. But we will be right back. Actually, before we go, excuse me, let's go ahead and review those race results here before we go. The Inspired Cup Series here from Watkins, Glen, Trent Jones, 42 laps led out here. Daniel Lehman coming home second. Elijah Fisher coming home third, coming home with that podium spot. Only 9/10 of a second back was that number 10. So he kept him honest all night long. That number 10 definitely keeping him honest. But see a few more celebrations here by our race winners. So I got to see. Is he done now? I think he's done now. Nope, not done. Not done. I'm going to give him that right because he has earned it. He won that race here tonight. Absolutely roasting him off. That 45 Trent Jones. I'm just going to let him celebrate here. Very excited to win here at Watkins Glen. Oh, he blew it up. It is done for. Now it's done. Ain't doing no more burnouts with that thing. So now let's go ahead, jump over to those race results. 46 laps. Went an extra lap here tonight with that green-white checkered. 111 miles here tonight. Two green flag lead changes, excuse me, with two different leaders. 3 caution flags for 9 total laps. Your hard charger, Jeff Peppers, in that 21, up 10 spots. Trent Jones leading the most laps, coming home on top with 42 laps led. The fastest lap, Colton Hunty Ward, 1:11.062. That 18 definitely fast, just not able to get it done here tonight. And of course, Trent Jones coming out on the pole, bringing it home out on top here tonight. An impressive race by him, I will say. But we're going to go ahead, jump to commercials. When we return, victory lane with Trent Jones, then we'll catch up with Daniel Lehman, Elijah Fisher. Big thank you, Inspired Marketing LLC, W Energy, Mad Performance Paints. Again, you're here on Pushheads Productions with Greg Thielsen. Coming up tomorrow, we got Hot Fuel Short Track Series. We got the Inspired Platinum Truck Series on Wednesday. And then Saturday, we got the Thunder Series. So a great week of racing. Stick around. We'll be right back. Trent Jones in victory lane. And we
Good
have
job.
made our way over to victory lane. Trent Jones in that number 45 coming home out on top here at Watkins. Glen, tell me a little bit about your race here tonight. You led almost all the laps, other than that green flag pit stop, and you had to cycle back there to third. Charged back forward, coming home out on top. Tell me about your night here, Trent.
So it started off great when I was obviously starting on pole is going to make it a lot easier to control the race, but I was just able to manage my stuff leading the field. Kind of let them use a little bit more of their stuff trying to get to me, but every time they would, I would use a little bit to get away. Just kind of build that gap, just kind of manage the gap a little bit. That one time that first big green flag run, the 20 made a green flag pit stop. I didn't know he was pitting, and I almost wrecked him. That was my only big issue for the race, and it didn't
Interesting.
really do anything.
Copy that. Yep, a little bit of slower traffic out there tonight. I saw quite a few drivers that I heard out there in chat as well. Their first event here with this combination of car and track. So, fortunately, hopefully, most of those cars giving the gracious room. I saw a lot of drivers giving room, trying to let those lead lap cars pass as well. So, they looked like they were doing pretty decent from what I saw up on top. But, tell me a little bit how this track races. I'm not much of a road racer myself. I struggle here every time I come here or Sonoma or any of the road courses that's on a schedule that I'm racing. I'm not much of a road course racer. I'm a dirt and oval guy. So tell me a little bit about what the preparation goes into for practicing for a race like this.
Yeah, so before the race today, I had a hosted session where I just kind of told people that they could come in, practice, kind of just hang out, compare lap times. Colton Ward was faster than me during that, which had me a little worried about tonight, but I was able to lock in during qualifying. Definitely uh helped me a lot.
Yeah, having that pole position, definitely a good start out in front here. Those road course races, you want that track position, so very important. That dirty air, making left and right turns, not what you want in these stock cars, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little worried when I seen a lot of the field pitting and not very many people staying out. I thought maybe Colton was going to be able to come back through the field, but he did not come back through the way I thought he would.
Yeah, a little unfortunate luck there for Colton. But Trent Jones, that 45, coming out on top. Congratulations, buddy. Before I let you go, who you got to thank coming home on top tonight?
Shout out to Levi for being my team owner and actually showing up for this time. It's a road course, and I was half expecting him to just ditch me again, like he did in Mexico. But he
Ouch.
had a pretty rough race. I'm quite surprised he came back for a top 10. He got involved in a few incidents.
Awesome, awesome job by you two. Well, congratulations there, Trent. Look forward to seeing you next week. We head off to Michigan, high speed racetrack there. I look forward to seeing some 200 miles per hour, quite possibly, there in the draft. It's going to be fun.
I hope I'm as good there as I was at Auto Club in the trucks.
Can only hope, right?
Yep.
Well, good luck, buddy, next week, and congratulations on that race win here tonight, Trent.
Thank you.
Daniel Lehman. Daniel Lehman, that driver of the number 10, that Mountain Dew Baja Blast here this week. Tell me a little bit how that race went for you there, Daniel.
I just save. That was basically it. Keep your stuff nice, and it'll treat you nice. That was my name of the game.
Yeah,
I,
one of those races that taking a road course race with a lot of these oval drivers, you got to kind of watch out for some of those guys. Not as experienced, you're going to be a little bit quicker pace, so you can kind of plan your moves sometimes. And I saw a lot of the less experienced drivers giving way and making some space. Tell me a little bit how it was racing out there tonight with the
no,
different
I
classes of drivers.
so yeah, I agree. There were a lot of people who were very respectful and understanding that their pace is a little further back than everyone else, and they were really nice passing. Sometimes I had some weird stuff happen, like just that it doesn't matter if someone gives way, and some certain portions of the racetrack here, you can't, even if you give way, the passing car has to give a little. And it happened a few times, and I felt like I couldn't catch the lead pack there before the final restart, and thankfully I decided to stay out because I kind of figured that was what's going to happen, where there was going to be a couple cars that stayed out, and in 2 laps you're not going to catch. Even I was still running 12.9s ish, and if I built a gap through the first half of the first lap, you weren't going to catch me no matter what if you're stuck in the pack.
Yeah, those fresh tires definitely helping, but I don't know if it would have charged through the pack like a set of real old tires. So they were still
Yeah.
relatively new having those 2 cautions there early. I feel like.
Yeah, there was like the front 3 of us before the final restart. We were kind of metering it. They were definitely Trent had the best. Like his pace was fantastic. But like they ran away and I was trying to catch them and I used my stuff up a little too hard. Used a lot of rear tire after our pit stop and just couldn't bring it back, couldn't save it. Once you get the tires warm, it's really hard to cool them, and it just made me lose overall pace. I couldn't run 11.9s. I had to run like 12.3s, 12.5s. So it is what it is. It was a good finish. P2 is great for me. That helps me with points quite a bit.
Yeah, definitely going to be a good points night and nothing to shake a stick at. Trent was just out in front all night. That track position helping. He had a great pit stop there under green flag. And then, yeah, just capitalizing on that track position, being out front, keeping everybody behind him there. But a great job there, Daniel, coming home second. Who you got to thank here before I let you go, pal?
I got to thank my teammate Jess Story. He couldn't be here today because he's got some big family stuff. My thoughts go out to him and his family. But he helped me out quite a bit with just pace and mentality and getting my head straight for road course racing because I'm pretty decent at a road course, but long run pace has always been a struggle for me. And I think I've finally nailed quite a bit of it.
Well, you look good out there tonight, Daniel. Congratulations on your podium finish. I look forward to seeing you next week, Michigan high speed racetrack. What do you got for that?
Oh man, you know I love Michigan. I'm a big fan, and it's home state, home track. Can't wait to tear it up. Run the top, baby.
Awesome. Look forward to it, pal. Congratulations once again. Let you get out of here. Go celebrate with the crew. See you next week, pal.
Thanks, Greg. You as well. See you then.
All right, Elijah Fisher. All right, that final driver here on the podium tonight, that number 16, Elijah Fisher. That gold and black hot rod, I think I mentioned it more than once. That thing was looking real sharp out there tonight. Coming home on the podium as well. How'd your night go there, Elijah?
Oh, dude, it was an interesting night. I mean, definitely shout out paint scheme designer Joseph Maddox. He had to buy me some Domino's pizza while he was up here, and wanted to make me a car for it as well. So we had to put the scheme on for him. But that was a nice car. Fast paint scheme, fast car. All those things tie together, and I don't know. It seemed like tonight I figured some stuff out. I was very proud of myself and very proud of the crew for what we put together. Definitely needed a little bit better track position, and it definitely worked out for us at the end very nicely there. So I'm very grateful for the top 3 and being able to get that podium finish and really maximize a points day for us.
Yeah, coming in third in points. So definitely going to be a nice points day as well. Tell me a little bit about those drivers. We were talking a little bit about some of the skill gap here tonight. A few of those drivers saying they were just buying the Gen 6 car tonight to get out there on the track. A few of them telling me, I heard Watkins Glen, not their favorite, and they don't drive it very often, so they try to get a little bit of practice in. How was it out there? I saw, from my point of view, a lot of the drivers trying to give away as much as they could if they were the off-pace drivers. Looked pretty clean to me, but as a driver, what did it look like down there?
Yeah, I think, my perspective on it is, people are going to need to get laps at some point, right? And so sometimes, even if it's your first time in the car, if you've been in other series and stuff, some of those things will translate to you. And I felt like some of those guys who maybe were a little bit off the pace were being pretty respectful for the most part. Obviously, I mean, every single race, you could look at any of the real life ones, there's going to be issues. I mean, we literally just saw SVG and Austin Hill again at Chicagoland. I mean, there's always things in racing that are going on that are a little but we didn't have anything intentional, and that's what's important, is that a lot of these guys, I'd say 99% of the time, are being as respectful as they can, in regards to understanding maybe they're a little bit slower. But then there's, some of the groups where, we've got the speed and we're in that other category in the mid pack, and I'm not going to use an SVG term that he used at Sonoma, but some of the doo-doo cars are sometimes a little unstable, and you got to work your way around them. But I'm not going to talk bad about them because they were actually very respectful for tonight. I didn't see like a Cup Series or O'Reilly Series race field. These guys were very, very respectful. We didn't have doo-doo cars tonight. We had, Mike Hauser and Peyton Boyle were being very respectful around me. I saw a few times, some guys were just letting people go. And, I even saw some of the cars in the back that were, knowing, I'm out here to log some laps and, figure out a road course. They would get out of the way. And one guy even told me, he's like, man, I feel like I hold you up there. I'm like, not at all. Not at all. That was exactly what you need to do if, you're a little off the pace and trying to learn. So very respectful field for the most part. Like I said, there's a couple things that, some drivers could work on for sure, but I felt it was a very, very good race tonight.
Yeah, it looked very enjoyable from the booth. Definitely a fun one. Coming down to the end, that last caution flag. Unfortunately, I had a little glitch there. iRacing completely went black on me, so I had to restart. Missed the last caution, the cause of it. But we got to get the finish in there. And wow, what a race. Coming to the end there. The 9 getting together with, I think it was the 6 there on the last lap, and the 9 spinning around. Insane. We're gonna have to try to see if we can look back at that, because that was a wild finish. But Elijah Fisher coming home on the podium. What a great race here tonight, buddy. Who you got to thank coming home on podium?
For sure. I got to thank Joseph Maddox, of course, for giving me the paint scheme and putting on all the work. The team, of course, Rob Wilhoit, Travis Farmer, and Tyler Stone. Those guys were giving me a lot of good info. Travis overcame some 4 minutes of damage. I got to thank my mom for supporting me as always. The family, of course. Joseph's been up here in Minnesota for the last week as well. So thanks for coming and visit me over the 4th of July. Of course, we got to thank God, of course, for being the ultimate king and savior for us. And then before I do head out, I did tell Mike Hauser I was going to see if I could get you to get an interview with him, because he was wanting that spot so bad for P3. So I told him I'd see if I could buy it for him.
We can make that happen. We can definitely make that
Hell
happen.
yeah. The
All
crowd
right.
rose.
All right, Elijah coming home P3 there in that number 16. What a great race there tonight, buddy. Look forward to next week. Michigan, high speed, foot down to the floor. Tell me what you got to expect there.
Dominoes. That's what I got to expect there. We're going to be fast again, bringing the same car again. It's going to be high. It is high speeds and crazy moves. We've gone 6 wide there before. Don't be surprised if you don't see it again. This is a great group of guys, and I think it's going to be entertaining. We had Trucks at Auto Club a couple weeks ago. I think that's going to be a little bit of a repeat.
Yeah, I feel like that's kind of going to be the route it goes. Me and Trent talking about that one. Yeah, but we'll see. It looks like it's going to be a fun one, and it's definitely going to be a fast one. But look forward to seeing you next week there. Look forward to seeing you on Wednesday at New Hampshire with the Platinum Truck Series as well. But take care, buddy. Good seeing you. Congratulations on your podium.
Thank you very much. Have fun with Mike.
So I heard that number 43, Mike Hauser, finishing 4th, wants an interview up here. What's up, buddy?
Well, that's what Elijah said. I mean, he said like, "Hey, man, Mike Hauser deserves an interview." I didn't finish top 3, but
Okay. Well, hey, a great run here at Watkins Glen tonight. Tell me a little bit from your point of view. How was your night, buddy?
It was an up and down night, for sure. We started third. We had really good speed here, and I was very happy with our pace in qualifying. Um, and early on, I made a small mistake. Actually, I couldn't see the guardrail that sticks out on the right side, and I kind of missed the bus stop a little bit and had to give up some time. But we were doing really good, staying with the leaders. And actually, I made another mistake, and I had an unsafe pit exit because my tires were right over the line there before
Oh
the merge
no.
point. So I had to do a pass through, and I think we were gonna, without that yellow, we were gonna probably finish ninth place, which wasn't terrible, all things considered. But we caught a yellow, and we took a gamble to stay out because don't think I was really pushing my tires too hard, and we were able to come out of fourth with it. So took a day that could have been really bad, and we capitalized as much as we could on it. So I'm really happy with this pristine performance team and hanging in there. So I will absolutely take a P4 at when what could have been a lot worse of a day at Watkins Glen.
A definite great way to rebound and turn a night around. That definitely sounds like a whole story you just told us, and that is a great segment right there. I love that you got to work your way back through the field, got some track position back, and really works your way back up. That's awesome. Tell me a little bit about what we got for next week, though. We're heading to Michigan, full throttle, flat out, high speeds. What you got?
I won't lie, Michigan probably isn't my best track. Those big 2 mile tracks aren't really my cup of tea, just because of, like you said, they're wide open, they're flat out, and but like later on in the run, dirty air is going to play a role. So it's kind of where you are on the racetrack and having help. So Josh Henderson, my teammate, is his home track is Michigan. So I'm gonna be his wingman all week next week and just trying to try to finish good, but also help him out because I know it means a lot to win at your home track. So that's what our plan is. And because I know he helped me out a ton last week at Indianapolis, he knew I had a good car and wanted to help me out, and he was my wingman. So I'd say I owe it back to him, and we're gonna try to get all three of our pristine performance cars in the top 10 because I know we can all run top 10 and hopefully get Josh a win at Michigan. So
Let's go. That looks like a plan. Let's see if we can execute that. Look forward to seeing you there next week, buddy. Congratulations on your top 5 tonight.
thank you, appreciate it.
So I do want to find that last lap incident. Let's hide that. We are gonna find this the incident that I'm thinking. This is Peyton Boyle and Josh Henderson. This is not the incident that I thought it was. Looks like the 4, Clayton Davis, also involved. The 26. This was on that final lap. That happened. So it was before that. It was right at the white. Yes. So it looks like I see out in chat this. It is not the 6. Coming from the 6 himself. Gotcha. Sorry. Was not the 6. I see you. I see you. Oh. Trying to see. Oh no. Like the 8 and the 48 getting into it. That was on the white flag. And actually, that's not what I was talking about either. It looks like it was Crispy Lou and Cade Cannon, what I was talking about. That's right here, turn number 1. Right there after they threw the green flag. The 9 and the 19 coming together and coming around. That was not ideal. Oh, did he squeak through? He did. Woo. Talk about a close call. All right, so I was talking about that one. We also had this happen as well. I think you guys missed that, so we'll take this one back. Hey, Emma, finally making it in. We see a little bit of racing here. Show you some of the replays. The last 2 laps got interesting. We lost, we didn't see some of this, so we got to take it back. Oh, man, the 8 hard into the wall. A bump from the 48 there, he comes to a stop as well. And then after the white flag, we got the Peyton Boyle, Josh Henderson incident here on the white flag. Fortunately, the 3 coming around, collecting the 26, that right front. Definitely feeling some damage there after that one, I'm sure. But we are going to go ahead and show the results one more time. Trent Jones coming home out on top here tonight. Daniel Lehman, Elijah Fisher, Mike Hauser. We got to speak with our top 4 here tonight. Watkins Glen, 2.42 miles. Went 46 of the 45 schedule. Green, white, checkered. Coming out. And then all of that happened after that. I dropped out when the 3rd caution happened, so I don't actually have that one, but fortunately, 2 green flag lead changes between 2 different leaders. That was Trent Jones taking that lead back, and then I forget who was out front. But 3 caution flags, 9 total laps. Jeff Peppers, our hard charger, up 10 positions. Trent Jones leading the most laps, starting on pole, coming out on top. Colton Ward really fast in that 18, but unfortunately not able to get it done. 1:11.062 for him. So that's a great lap, setting the fastest lap. Definitely holding that 45 up to a standard today. He was not letting down. And then that 10 following suit after that green, white, checkered. But thank you guys stopping by. I appreciate it so much. Greg Thielsen for Push the Edge Productions. You're here watching the Inspired Racing League Cup Series from Watkins Glen. Big shout out, Inspired Marketing LLC. W Energy, big thank you. Mad Performance Paints. You need some wraps and paint jobs. Go check out Mad for Performance Paints. And thank you. Did we get a winner for the W pick? Did not see that. Not quite sure who finished in 11th. We had Jackson Hadaway in the 7. Did anyone pick that Jackson Hadaway 7 machine? Oh, let's take a look. But I really appreciate you guys. If you're here with us once again, thank you so much. And no one picked the number 7, unfortunately. It was a blast here tonight. Greg Thielsen for Push the Edge Productions. Watkins Glen has come to an end. It was such a pleasure. This track is a wonderful place, and the racing was absolutely exciting tonight. I hope you guys all had a great Wednesday, and I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. We'll be live with the Hot Fuel Short Track Series. That's gonna be at, I believe, 8:55. We go live, I think, over on Push the Edge Productions YouTube. And then Wednesday, we'll be back here, Inspired iRacing League YouTube, over on New Hampshire with the Platinum Truck Series. And Saturday, we'll be at Nashville with the Thunder Series. Looking forward to that. That's going to be some trucks over there with the Thunder Series, doing some truck racing over there. And yeah, it's going to be a great time. Make sure you go click follow. Hit the like button, subscribe if you have not already. Check us out on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, here on YouTube. Absolutely. Thank you so much, guys. Until next time, push the edge and find the limit.